Working as a Performance Analyst by Robert Wilson. Performance analysis is a complex tool, and the role of the analyst is considered by many to be multifaceted. This means that there are a lot of factors worth considering when working as a performance analyst. This documentary will explore what it means to be a performance analyst in sport, providing an insight into the profession and what it includes. Here is a definition given by the English Institute of Sport about what performance analysis is. Here is a leading expert in the field talking about what performance analysis means to him.
My name is Stafford Murray. I'm Head of Performance Analysis and Biomechanics in the English Institute of Sport. Performance analysis as a discipline is quite a new discipline. It's only been around for 15-20 years really. And what we're trying to do there is analyse performance to take any kind of subjectivity out of decisions made by the coaches, trying to make tactical plans and technical changes based on objective information. The aim really is for us as analysts and biomechanists to work with the other disciplines, and our data should be day in day out informing not only the coaching practice but also informing the other disciplines with the interventions that they're making. A lot of training and coaching in the past has been done on hearsay. It's always been done that way, therefore that's the best way to do it. What we're trying to do, and increasingly we are doing, is our data is informing the coaching, the training and the practice structures within sport to ensure that any training, any practice that's done replicates the demands of what the sport has. If we don't know how many times a person turns, what distance that person covers during a match, what the maximum velocity is, etc. Lots and lots of measures like that. Unless we know what they are within a match situation, then we don't really know exactly what we should be basing the training upon.
We now begin to explore how performance analysis is conducted in professional sport. Professional analysts code games using a tagging panel that has been created to meet the purpose. Footage can be coded during the game as it happens. One benefit of this is that feedback can be given to the coach quickly for them to make in-game changes. However, it can be difficult for analysts to keep up with play, which can lead to mistakes.
We use sports code, which is an industry standard for capturing and coding games. So we can provide instant feedback in-game, so we can do that live to the bench. We'll have communications down to the bench, because what we see up in the stand is a very different picture to what you see at pitch level.
Analysts also code post-event. This allows for a more in-depth breakdown of the event, giving an analyst time to create a presentation and calculate statistics ready to provide feedback.
Everything that the coaches and the manager are doing, and it's our responsibility to flag up anything that perhaps you can't see but that the numbers are telling us that's happening. So for example, if we're hitting a main target in a game, we can go back and see what we've done to achieve that target in the game.
Once the coding and analysis has been completed, the analyst will provide feedback to the players. This is commonly done in the form of a presentation.
I think it's definitely becoming a more essential part of football. Obviously, we know football's traditionally being coaches and physios and stuff, and everything analysis departments are taking off at the moment, and it's becoming essential to any club that wants to succeed.
Within professional settings, analysts have access to high quality equipment and technology, which enables them to create high quality feedback.
In terms of the technology, the software, the infrastructure that we've got in place, we're really at like the top end of the Championship, Premiership for what we have. We've also implemented and developed in-house a Derby County app, which again we can provide the players with everything they need should they want to watch anything outside of the football club, which more and more of them do now. So they can watch all of their training sessions, individual clips, everything from the game, all the data from the game. They can have that on the app. We use it as a scheduling system, and all different departments of the football club can use the app to basically feed back to the players.
One key aspect of professional performance analysis is the focus on opposition play. The analyst will code and explore footage from upcoming opponents, providing feedback to the coaches and players about areas of strength and or weakness in other teams.
It's my role to provide the coaching staff with tactical videos and a report based on the opposition. So usually what I'll do is watch the last 5 games of the opposition, usually 4 on video, from a wide angle so you can see all the players, what's going on. how the team moves and that. And then I'll go and watch them live. So this weekend, for example, I'll be watching our next opponent, and I'll go and do it live there. So I've seen them in the flesh as well. So yeah, from there I'll put together say about half an hour video for the coaching staff, and then I'll present back to them what the main things are: strengths, weaknesses, style of play.
We now take a look at my experiences as a performance analyst at a football club. I met with the manager of the football team, Martin Cook, to discuss what he would like me to analyse from the team prior to recording or analysing any games. In the discussion, Martin told me he wanted his team to play out from the back.
Okay, well last year the team were quite direct, no coach. Didn't really play for the thirds or play out from the back. So we want to do that the complete opposite very much. So this year we want to play out from the back, we want to play for the thirds, and we want to try and implement a very possession, short passing style of play.
Following this, I met with the vice captain of the team, Ahmed Bazad, to ask him what he had noticed from the pre-season friendlies the team needed to improve.
I think we're a team going short to the centre back, so when the keeper kicks it long, we're not a very large team, we always lose the ball when the keeper kicks it long, and he's very, very inaccurate with the kicks, so like we usually lose the possession and then the ball goes long, and when we play it short, we're better with the centre backs than we are with the full backs.
In the meetings with the vice captain and manager, I then created a tagging panel to use to code and analyse the games. The first tagging panel was found to be too basic and did not provide high quality data for in-depth analysis. For a first attempt of tagging games, I decided to make a more in-depth system to provide me with more data to analyse for feedback. The second tagging panel included an in-possession and out-of-possession section, as well as zones on the pitch to see where the majority of action occurred. It is uncommon for professional analysts to test reliability, as it is a time-consuming process. For the analysis of the football team, both inter and intra-reliability was tested in this case. Defensive play from a home game against Liverpool John Moores University was recorded to see how the team play out from the back. I then tagged the footage using the improved panel. Statistics and key themes that emerged from the analysis of the game were then put into a PowerPoint presentation ready to provide feedback. I then provided one-to-one feedback to the manager on what I had found through my analysis. I informed the manager so he knew what would be presented to the squad before, to ensure he was okay with the areas focused on and that they matched his coaching philosophy.
So in terms of playing out from the back, you want a lot short passing, retaining possession. So length of pass wise, we had 130 passes that were short pass, 30 that were medium and 13 that were long.
Some key regular themes were then shown to the manager. I played the clip through once without speaking to allow the manager to watch it. I then played the same clip again, speaking about what I had noticed.
So to go back to that, he pops the ball down straight to the centre back, maybe he's got the call, he has to go back because there's a player behind him, ball goes long, bounce and misjudge, ball's out of play, loss of possession.
I then arranged a meeting with a player who the manager had identified as their best defender and main leader in that position to go through what I'd shown the manager. I broke down the PowerPoint to the player in a one-to-one feedback session. I sat next to the player rather than formally presenting the analysis, so it had more of a personal feel to it. I encouraged the player to share his thoughts on the analysis, suggesting what players could have done differently based on the footage.
So he's about to kick it, what else could he have done really?
He could have found me as a centre back coming forward to him, or passed it right into the centre of midfield.
Yeah, so he's gone for the long ball.
Through delivering one-to-one feedback, I could get a player's perspective before delivering the analysis to the rest of the team. Following this, I delivered a presentation based on the same game to the squad, delivering the same points I had to the managers and player one-to-one. This is important as the coach can work on the issues raised in training, also providing the players with visual aid to improve performance.
So we look back through that and think about what different options you might have taken when taking this long kick. The ball comes back into you, you go long down the middle, whereas there's a free man here, there's a free man here, maybe there's different options you could take. We're not the tallest of teams. The area of battles lost, possession, turnover. So when comparing my experience as an analyst for Manchester Metropolitan University football team to analysts in a professional setting, clear to see that there's some difference. as I did it academically, and I know a lot about reliability analysis through the lectures, I felt this was a very important aspect. So as soon as I coded a game, I used Cohen's kappa and made sure my analysis was reliable before going on to provide feedback and stuff like that. It's a technology, although it's high quality here, it wasn't as high quality as in a professional setting. So I wasn't able to code live because they didn't have the technology for it. They also, professionals can code live, they get better angles because they've got more cameras that are already set there, cameras that are up on scaffolding, whereas I recorded pitch side, which made it difficult to code at times. Although I could provide an analysis of the opposition, it would only have to be after the first game, whereas teams in the professional game have footage ready to go before the beginning of the season.